In today's episode, we are going to be talking about a few updates that Zilliqa has, and we are going to be diving deep into Xyro.finance, which really happens to be the first decentralized finance project which is actually building on top of the Zilliqa blockchain. So this particular company is being endorsed by a Chinese company which is actually based in Shanghai, and it is supporting this particular project which is going to be building on top of the Zilliqa chain. Besides that, we are also going to be looking at the HGX exchange, which is obviously part of the Zilliqa ecosystem right over here. As you can see, HG exchange. So this particular exchange launched its operation a few days ago, or rather a few hours ago, because this particular article was produced, or rather written, on September 14th. So are we going to be seeing some much more price action with regards to Zilliqa, because they are having quite bullish news, if I can put it that way? But you have to remember, right now Bitcoin is undergoing a correction, so obviously there's only going to be like a few cryptocurrencies which are going to be performing very well. So this is obviously a corrective wave that Zilliqa and a lot of different alternative cryptocurrencies, including BTC, are going through. So obviously you just have to bear with the market and just give it a little bit of time. However, with regards to the Zyro, guys, I don't really know how to pronounce this word. Is it Zero or Zyro? Okay, so Xyro.finance has launched its project, and it is claiming that it is building on top of the Zilliqa platform. So if we go to Xyro.finance, right, we're going to obviously see a little bit of detailed information. So let me just get the spelling correct there. So yeah, so this is the website. Zyro is a protocol for the automated liquidity on Zilliqa. So as you can see here, they are going to be building a Uniswap type of decentralized exchange, but only it is going to be operational on the Zilliqa blockchain. So basically it is going to be responsible for the trading of different ZRC2 tokens in a decentralized way. So basically people are going to be able to put up their own liquidity and then just be able to form their own liquidity pools and just be able to earn some passive income. So basically, if you really want to find out more information about this website, you can just go to Xyro.finance. And right now I think they don't really have an operational product, because when I click on the exchange, right, nothing is coming up. So this is obviously going to be in the works, and apparently they have a few things. They have a few pairs, right? They're obviously going to be using XSGD, which happens to be Zilliqa's stablecoin. They're also going to be utilizing ZUSD Tether, ZBTC, ZF, plus a lot of ZETH, plus a whole lot of different stuff. So basically, if you guys have got an idea of how platforms such as Uniswap work, right, you obviously understand the whole nitty-gritty details of what it usually takes in order for a decentralized exchange to work. So these guys are claiming that they are building on top of Zilliqa due to the following attributes. The transactions per second are phenomenal, 2,800 plus per second in comparison to Ethereum, which is about 10 to 20, plus the cost to transaction is obviously cheaper in comparison to Ethereum. So these guys have got a token which is obviously already listed on CoinGecko, and if you really want to have access to this one, you can buy it on Uniswap. But I wouldn't advise anybody to buy this particular cryptocurrency because I'm just being honest. I'm just being brutally honest. It just looks like a cash grab, because one, they do not have any operational exchange. They don't really have anything working right now, so I might be mistaken. Maybe they are going to be releasing something, but right now we just can't have access to it, okay? And I don't really know whether these guys are directly working with the Zilliqa team, or perhaps they are independent developers. I have no idea. So obviously we didn't really get any stamp of approval from the Zilliqa team, the official Zilliqa team. So this could be just some people building on top of Zilliqa, which is very, very good, because we need to have developers create stuff on the Zilliqa blockchain, and it all depends on the community. The community has to build stuff. I mean, the developer community has to build stuff, and then people are going to be gravitating towards it. However, this is very progressive due to the fact that developers are actually making strides and just putting in effort to build stuff which are worthy on the Zilliqa blockchain platform, which is very, very good. So so if you guys really want to find out more information about this particular cryptocurrency, you can obviously check out all the other details. Personally, I'm not really going to be buying this because I just don't really see any value at this particular moment, because one, there isn't any working product, and there isn't any demand for all the projects which are going to be listed on this particular platform. So even if you buy it, the chances of you making lucrative money from staking and just providing liquidity is going to be very minimal, unless they have an ecosystem which is going to be thriving, if you know what I mean. But I'm so happy and so proud of the team. I wish I could have an interview with the team members. So to all the Zero team members out there, this is an official invitation. You can obviously use my platform and just talk about the amazing things that you are going to be building on your particular platform, because my subscribers are interested in Zilliqa and just the things which are going to be built on Zilliqa. So yeah, feel free to use this particular YouTube channel. So to all the people out there who think I am shilling this particular project, I am not. I'm just giving you guys the information that you really deserve to know with regards to Zilliqa. And now moving on to the next story is HG Exchange. So HG Exchange is a platform where trading shares of private companies is possible, and a lot of people have been really waiting for this particular one, because different people have been anticipating and just saying, okay, if Zilliqa can actually manage to have private companies trade and use this particular platform, right? Obviously, there's going to be way much more demand for the Zilliqa tokens, and there's going to be so much value to the Zilliqa blockchain platform. But, according to this information, which was written on the Business Times, right? Obviously, here, if we take a look at this, right, they did talk about cryptocurrencies, but it was very, very vague. So take a look at this the second last paragraph. Besides securities in the traditional non-digital format, HG Exchange is also going to be allowing to, HGX is also allowed to offer digitized assets using blockchain technology, thereby allowing the buying and the selling of smaller lots at a fraction of charges associated with the public listing. This will benefit issuers who seek partial liquidity or own a limited amount of shares, such as employees of private companies with equity gained via employee share options or employee share ownership plans, HG Exchange said. So basically, they are going to be using a blockchain or some blockchain technology, but they didn't really get to mention Zilliqa. They just vaguely talked about blockchain technology in general. So the other day I was checking on Twitter, and people were talking about this particular article because a lot of people had so much hope in this particular partnership, because HG Exchange has been officially listed as one of the members of the Zilliqa ecosystem. But when looking at this particular article that was produced, or rather written on the businesstimes.com, right, there wasn't any mention of the amazing partnership that HG Exchange has with Zilliqa, because this is a very vague statement, and when you look at Zilliqa's website, right, there's obviously a lot of PR, there's a lot of great stuff about HG Exchange and just how amazing this collaboration is, but in comparison to its partner, right, the HG Exchange, that wasn't really like a very good article in terms of solidifying the relationship that Zilliqa has with this particular exchange. So I was very, very disappointed due to the fact that nothing was talked about with regards to the amazing things that the Zilliqa blockchain, whatever ecosystem has. They didn't even talk about how better Zilliqa is in comparison to these other existing platforms. None of that was mentioned. So that was a very huge disappointment. It just seems like one of those cliche partnerships or announcements that a lot of cryptocurrency projects usually have. Like you can easily get to pay for some PR, and it was very disappointed because obviously this particular article was produced by HG Exchange. They obviously reached out to the Business Times, so they would have included something that was very concrete with regards to Zilliqa. So that was a huge disappointment. So if you really want to read the full details of this particular article, I'm obviously going to have the link in the description box below. So HG Exchange is a very lucrative type of business, and what they're trying to do with regards to securing traditional shares of private companies is obviously going to be huge, but we just don't really know to what extent this partnership is going to be benefiting Zilliqa, if I can put it that way. So that's obviously what I wanted to talk about, and I would have really appreciated if they specified the blockchain where they are going to be creating on. So that could have been like a huge stamp of approval for Zilliqa. So with regards to that, I think I forgot to mention one more thing about the Zyro project, right? So according to this information on Medium, I don't really know how worthy and how credible this is. So there is a Shanghai-based company that has obviously given its stamp of approval with regards to the Zyro. So I don't really know whether this partnership is legit. So according to this, Shanghai-based institutional investor Chen Capital supports Zyro, a DeFi project on Zilliqa. Recently, Chen Capital, a well-known blockchain investor, just announced the investment in Zyro. Zyro is a decentralized trading protocol and equivalence of Uniswap on Zilliqa. It is also the biggest dApp on Zilliqa. What do they mean it is the biggest dApp on Zilliqa? Where is this particular dApp? Where can I get the information? I do not have access to this information because on the official website, there's only some explanation and just some overview, nothing really concrete, like where is the actual dApp itself. So yeah, anyway, to all the people that really speak Chinese out there, you can just give me the translation of this, and it just breaks down what Zyro is all about. I think it's promoting the Zyro project, what it is going to be doing. So I don't really know how credible this particular website is because it is obviously in Chinese, and I don't really know whether I can get some English translations. Yeah, so to all the people out there who read Chinese, please let us know what this says, and that would be very good. And I'm feeling too lazy to translate anything. So more of the story is, it really seems like these Zyro people are trying to promote the very first decentralized finance on Zilliqa. So I'm really for the idea of just having as many projects creating on Zilliqa, because by the end of it, that's what really gives Ethereum its value, because there's a lot of different independent developers who are creating on Ethereum. So if we can have some independent developers just going crazy with it and just being innovative, then that is obviously going to benefit Zilliqa with price appreciation, which is very good, because by the end of it, or if this thing is actually going to come to fruition, right, they are obviously going to be requiring Zilliqa in order for them to provide these different liquidity pools. You're going to obviously need to pair with Zilliqa, so there's going to be added demand for the Zilliqa tokens, the Zilliqa coins, and that is going to obviously drive up the price of Zilliqa. So that's the most important thing by the end of it, or because we already know how amazing the Zilliqa protocol is and the amazing things that it can do, but we just need to have as many products, as many projects just creating on top of it. So with regards to HG Exchange, that was a little bit of a disappointment, and that's all I had for you today. Please let me know, are you going to be investing in this particular token? If you guys really want to find out more details about the tokenomics of Zyro, you can just take a very good forensic look at all the information which is here on the Medium. You can follow Xyro Finance. It's on Medium, and the link is going to be in the description box below. So the tokenomics have been listed here. They are going to be having about 300 million total supply, and the distribution is obviously going to be like that. Everything has been broken down. So if you really want to get into it, then you can take a look at that. Look at the mining rules, the node rules, plus the community governance stipulations and everything that you need to know. So yeah, take a look at this, and let me know if you really think that this information is going to really make Zilliqa blow up in its price appreciation. It's been your boy Muna, aka Beyond 10x. Thank you very much. Talk to you a little bit later. God bless you.